What's happening in my favorite crew? So for those of you who don't know, I actually donated my car to my dad just recently because I haven't been using it in the city because there's pretty much been no need for me to drive anywhere because I can walk and catch the train. The only challenge with that is like getting out to see my family in the eastern suburbs. I just pretty much like spend all my time on Snapchatting on the train, like all these interesting things going on the train. So if you follow me on Snapchat, feel free to jump on and add me. I'm not really big on Snapchat, to be honest. It's just another social media stream for me to entertain my life with. So actually, I'm just waiting to get picked up and I'm chilling at Ringwood Station. And I just spent my whole train trip actually just reading all you guys like positive spins on what your original thoughts were. And let's just take a second to really just sort of really have a look at, isn't it crazy and isn't it just so strange and interesting that we have these certain thoughts in our mind and we actually carry them around with us all day long. Like those thoughts, if you, like you guys did that for one day, right? So imagine on a really, you're having a shitty day. Imagine the multitude of thoughts that you're going to have on a shitty day or during a bad experience. And then, the thoughts that you even have on a good day. Like some of you actually had a good day and you still had negative thoughts. Or some of you weren't even aware of what kind of day you were having and you still got those negative thoughts. So it's pretty interesting to find out what actually goes on when you actually, take note of it or you become self-aware of it. And I'm gonna keep saying this to you guys every single video, is like, you cannot change something that you're not aware that needs to be changed, right? And it's always about giving it a go, no matter how many times you fail or fuck it up or stuff up or get it wrong or whatever, who cares? You'll always get better at it if you keep practicing. Now, I noticed some of you guys in the group are actually mums and you guys have got kids. And I just want to put this in perspective with your kids, right? When you're, and forgive my language around baby, toddler, child, that sort of thing. I don't have any kids. I just got a niece. So if you when your child or when your baby is starting to walk, right, or learning to walk or even learning to crawl, there'll be a few times where it'll stand up, he or she will stand up and they'll fall down. And they'll stand up again, they'll fall down. Now, when your baby falls down or your toddler drops to the ground after trying to stand up, do you tell your child, "You fucking idiot, I can't believe you fucked that up. Get up. Get up." Yeah? Do you talk to them with that kind of attitude and make them feel bad about stuffing it up that they couldn't walk for the very first time that they tried? I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't. And it's like, it takes practice to learn how to walk, right? It is no different for you when you learn something new. And even I'll use myself as an example tonight. I've had a car for how old am I? I'm like 31, right? So I've had a car for pretty much like 12 years. No, longer. I got it when I was 15. So like 16 years, right? I've had a car for 16 years. I'm learning how to get my stuff done and do it time efficiently so I'm not spending all my time transporting and traveling. I'm learning how to do that from scratch again. And sure, it gets frustrating at sometimes and at times I'm like, I really wish I had my car or whatever. You're learning something new, so it's always frustrating, outside your comfort zone, and something that you need to practice in order to get used to, and then eventually it becomes normal. So in a couple of months' time, I'll probably forget how to drive. It's just about practicing, and if I break this down into further things like getting things right in terms of your body and getting your food right and wondering if you're going to be successful with your career and your business, well, you don't know that because you can't control the outcome. So that's all you can do, is give it a go and give it your best. And if it works, awesome. And if it doesn't work, then that's pretty awesome too, because then it leaves the door open for you to try something new or even something different. So, you know, I've gone off the track of the title of my live stream, but I don't mind, and I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, so like that's sort of what I wanted to get across, is like practice makes perfect, yeah? And you're not going to get anything and everything straight off the bat perfectly straight away. And even if you did get it perfect, your life would be so boring, because you would get everything every time you wanted it. You wouldn't have to work hard for anything, and you would also never appreciate anything, because you never actually had to work for it. It was just like given to you because you were so perfect at getting it right. And who the hell wants to be perfect anyway? If everybody was perfect, we would all be the same. Then there'd be no difference between, you know, who you married, who your friends were, whatever, because everybody would be the same. So there'd be nothing. It would just be boring as all hell. And on to my topic that I posted for this live stream, which is about our unconscious mind doesn't process negatives. So this is a really big thing, and I noticed a couple of you guys, like you guys posted like all your feedback for your task 2 was amazing. There's so much cool stuff there, and I want you guys to practice saying it out loud, right? Actually say it out loud. And even if you don't believe it, say it out loud until you freaking do believe it, right? You're here, wherever that might be, and you want to go up a level. Like, you want to step it up a notch, yeah? Sorry, I'm going to have to go in a tick. All your thoughts, habits, patterns, and behaviors are all on this level. In order to get to the next level, you need to be able to start creating a thought pattern, new behaviors and patterns at that next level, right? And you're not used to being there, so it takes practice. The other thing is, like, your unconscious mind doesn't process negatives. It just doesn't process negatives at all, right? So if you say, don't eat chocolate, what does your mind say? Eat chocolate. If it says, you know, don't do this, then what are you going to want to do? Do it, yeah? So I'm just keeping an eye out for the car. This is what happens, yeah? This is my life these days with no car. So, you know, it's those, when you say no or you restrict yourself, you're telling yourself not to do something. Have a think about this. All the things that you tell yourself not to do and you still do it, that is why you still do it, because you're telling your unconscious mind to still do it, because you're saying don't do it. So get rid of the negatives. I did comment on a couple of you guys who did pop it in your feedback. I did pick up a few of you up on that, so I just want you to go back in and change it. Yeah, and I want you to practice saying your stuff out aloud. Alright, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to go find my ride somewhere. Wish me luck, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night.